I am not about to start crying on camera because only educated black folks understand what I'm saying. And I already know this is going to end up on Twitter again for the 5th time. Genuinely, what I was speaking out against was these.
This is a tether terror that said a bunch of negative shit out of pocket and made terroristic threats. And for no other reason than she wanted some shine, and now she's got it. Now she's defensive. She starts off the video by giving us the finger. That's beautiful. And when you get the negative publicity that you craved, then it's what it is. It's amazing people like to talk tough after they take down their videos. And in fact, people that already recorded it, you kind of backed into having to be a tough person.
Genuinely, what I was speaking out against was the xenophobia that is in the foundational Black American community. If you identify with that foundational Black title, even though it is a lineage, it is a title. If you identify with it, more often than not, you have heard or used xenophobic rhetoric. I use xenophobic rhetoric out of anger. They just use xenophobic rhetoric because it's a normal day in Queens. So I completely understand where the anger could have come from, especially when they're chopping and screwing bits and pieces to make me look divisive as fuck, when in reality, I really do love my people. I love my people so bad, and I want us to win so bad. But the thing is, there is no us with them. They other themselves, not all of them, but the ones who prioritize xenophobia in their lexicon of whatever the fuck they identify as. They decide that they are going to use xenophobia as the permission slip to completely dehumanize people. And when people do it back, y'all get out of the pocket. Y'all go out of worlds and start blowing up people's views and screen recording and sharing because you're cowards. You're fucking cowards. And I stand on that shit. Anytime I've said something, I've said it to somebody's face, and I'm gonna say it again. You guys, again, are cowards. What I was saying in that video, in poor taste, was a criticism of the xenophobia. And
oh, God. Hey, man. Hey, man. You really need to get a better spokesperson. Yeah, you don't need to be speaking for you. You need to get somebody else to speak for you. You shut up. You know, you don't need to talk, man. You just need to go sit down. You know, sew your mouth shut. Super glue that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that's falling out your mouth is a contradiction upon contradiction. How you make a follow-up video that's worse and more of a flop than the flopper that you did that made you want to do the follow-up? I mean, you are chef's kiss dumb. You know? Look, man, I don't need to waste time on xenophobia bits. It's the internet. People make jokes. People say shit. You know, I don't know, but I gotta say this. I gotta say this. Who is us? You want us to win. Who the fuck is us? So how can you say you want us to die, then a week later put out a video saying you want us to win? And then just say, well, you just misspoke because you were upset. No, you don't threaten to kill people, then put out a video and start it off by cussing at people, and then play the victim and say that other people act badly. But excuse your own stupid shit. This is crazy. You don't need an internet account. You don't. You can't handle one. You know what you need? You need several seats, a whole stadium full of seats, and a gag order on yourself. You need a restraining order from your own mic. Yeah, your microphone needs to take out a restraining order against you. Stop abusing your microphone. Anybody in the vicinity of your voice needs to sue you for hazardous waste, toxicity, and an overuse of the word rhetoric. The bottom line is this, right? Foundational Black Americans are tired of people that are here through the grace of foundational Black Americans and enjoying the fruits of this country based on the blood, sweat, and tears of us. And I still can't, in my wildest imagination, can't fathom going to another country, being a guest in that country, and shitting on the people that are in that country. When all you got to do is returneth. Return us to your homeland. Sierra Leone, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that where you're from? Why not just go back to Sierra Leone? Case closed, face closed. Just preposterous. It really is, fam. Look, man, and I'll just say, of course, there are negative things said on the internet from all people, man. All people. But the only people you guys fix your mouth to come at is us. And don't give us the bullshit that foundational Black Americans have some fetish for going after just foreigners. Dog, we've been going after white Americans who are bigots for the longest. I mean, that's what we've been doing. And what you don't get, the fact that foundational Black Americans is a lineage, it is about the historical background of those people, of a people, then you can't really separate it by saying, you know, it's people that have a label. Yeah, you have a label. Sierra Leone is your label, right? Now, I don't belong to a group, but I am in a group called Black Americans. And I like to find a point of foundational Black Americans because the fact that, you know, Obama gets labeled as a Black American when he's not really. His dad is African, but since he looks brown, they go Black American. So it got played. It got used. But everybody that comes here, I mean, technically, Elon Musk is Black American. Technically, your ass is Black American. Though, when you were in Sierra Leone, you never called yourself Black. But now you're Black American. You heard us in the census. You heard us when we're counting how we're doing, how we're performing. In all the researches and all of the polling and all of the data that is crunched, your folks who come over to this country, the immigrants, get counted as Black American even though you're not. And you know it because the first thing out of your mouth, if you being honest, whenever you get pissed off and someone's criticizing you in any way, whether they be the dominant society or other, first thing out of your mouth is, no Black. You know Black. I'm sure it is. Shit, I remember when traveling, doing comedy and going to a city or going to a state. I think it was Utah. I actually went to Utah. And when I got into the cab with what I thought was a brother, I said, oh man, it's good to see you, brother, because I knew it was going to be very rarely I was going to see any Black people out here, man. This is Utah. He was like, I'm not Black. I'm here on studies. I'm Nigerian. He quickly corrected my ass. And that was in a good, positive way. But he wanted me to definitively know he was not Black American. So this fact that we're going, okay, cool, you got it. You win. You're right, you're not Black. Now I see a surge of people getting pissed off. It's like when you guys want to kick us away from you, you know, when you want to distance yourself from us, everything's fine with you. But when we distance ourselves from you, then we're called divisive. And that's why I have an issue with people like Deontay Kyle, Hotep Judas, I think his name is. Any of these people that are coming at foundational Black Americans, it's not to defend any antics or any over-the-topness of people in comment sections or what have you. It's not to defend it. The reason I got a problem with you is that I know for a fact that when we're being, when those in the African diaspora are being negative towards us and distancing themselves from Black Americans, it was fine. But when Black Americans or foundational Black Americans say, hey, stay over there, we're good. We're distancing ourselves from you. Now all of a sudden we are the bad guys. All of a sudden we are the hateful ones. And I don't know if people realize it or not, but I'm not in their country, they're in mine. Yeah, lady, you're not in. I'm not in your country, you're in my country. Telling me how I need to conduct myself. No, it's the other way. The door swings both ways, sister. But since My people were born here. We've been here for damn near 10 generations. Some of us have been here further than that. I don't think we have to listen to the dictations or the rantings of a lunatic, murderous lunatic, a tethered terror with a trifling terroristic threat falling out of her mouth every other sentence as being the barometer of what we need to consider as being ethical, moral, or humanistic. So, in layman terms, kick rocks or bush meat or whatever the hell else you want to kick. But we ain't here for it. And yes, that was a xenophobic slur or dig. And I stand by it. For you, anyway. Why come you all can't be like Godfrey? Godfrey needs to hold a class. Yeah, because Godfrey, he gets it. I mean, you know, he likes Don Lemon way too much, but other than that, he says the right things. Next. Become a member of this show. Go to jointimberlake.com.